Hey everybody, I just wanted to kind of go through what the Desmos activity will be this week. It's called Guess My Rule. I think you guys will really like it. Some of them are a little bit more challenging, like some were last week. But pretty much what's going to happen is you're going to put a number in and you're going to get something out. So if I press try it, they gave us 15. And out comes 5. So obviously it's kind of hard there, but you can guess maybe what would happen each time here. So 5 divided by 3 could have worked. We could have subtracted 10. They could have taken the ones digit away, so they could have taken it from there. And then you just go to the next slide, and then you try more to try to guess the rule. So you can put in any number that you want, and it'll give you an output, and you kind of narrow it down from these rules that you chose. So if I put in 10, I go through and it gives me 0. So then again, you kind of narrow it down as to what you think could have happened. So those are pretty easy. It gets a little harder. Here it says a new rule. Rule 2 allows all numbers as inputs. Test several to see what works. So you can, again, put in any number you want, as long as it's a number. And out comes another number. And then you go ahead and you press try another, and you continue trying it until it goes. Slide 4 kind of explains the slide before, so not too terribly difficult. I would say that slide 5, rule 3 is probably one of the most difficult. So it's inputting words. So if you input hello, you get an output of a P. If you try another, I could say goodbye. And I get an F. So you keep inputting the words and trying to see why you're getting an output of the letter. What I will tell you is it has to do with the letters in the words. And again, if it's too confusing for you, just email us and we can kind of walk you through it. But it has to do with the letters inside these words as to why you're getting this letter here. And then they give you more examples on this slide. Slide 7, you just kind of do the same thing. You input something and you get an output. Again, you can try something else. I'm going to try B again and see if I get the same name. And notice how I get a different name. So there may be times that things don't work. So that could be an example here. Again, there is some typing that you're going to have to do and share with the class that we'll check. So make sure that you're putting more than I don't know or something like that. You just try your best to try to see if you can figure out the rule. Then it talks about functions, and we've talked about functions before. We've talked about how you can only have one input for each output. So hopefully you remember some of that, but that's kind of what all of this leads into. So this talks about functions a little bit, and if you read, like right here, it says a function is a rule that assigns exactly one output to each input. And then like for this slide, it says this does not represent a function, so you need to change a number so it represents a function. So you would do that here. And then here's your final slide, just asking if these are functions. So that's really it for this week. I just wanted to make sure that you kind of understood how to start it off because it was a little confusing at first for me when I started it. I hope you guys enjoy it.